Hello, welcome to One Piece, chapter 153. You know, every time that One Piece is the only manga where I just like, yeah, baby, more and more and more and more and more. Yeah. Am I done? Yeah, I think I'm done. All right, Mike's on the good mode. I'm paranoid that this is not on the good mode anymore. Hi. Welcome to One Piece Chapter 1153. Just said that. But last we left off, we started with the backstory of King, Loki's father, as well as Hadruden's father. So now we continue this backstory, which I really like. I'm ready for the juice, man. Is that the right thing to say? Is that a pause moment? I don't know. I'm ready for the juice. I don't give it anymore. So let's begin. This is the birth of Loki. And then we've got Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Circuit Pilgrimage, Volume 37, Daimyo of Ringo, Kikunojo, and Boss Ocho. So Kiku and Yamato are like, yeah! So soon enough, this pilgrimage that Yamato's been going on will end pretty soon. But it will be a nice setup, you know, because now that we have Page 1 and Ulti as allies, like, that's actually really nice, because at some point, if they all return, you know, which in the final war, supposedly, like when everybody's gonna be together for it, we'll have more allies. Great strength, because Page 1 and Ulti are no joke. It's just that when we fought them, we were just that stronger. So yeah, so let's begin. It's called The Birth of Loki. That's actually very interesting. We really are going that far back. Oh, and y'all mentioned in the comments that Kureha would actually be alive at this point, which now that I think about it, that's true, because she's 130. A spry and young 130. But at this point, what did it say? Like 100 years ago right now? So she would actually be like an actual adult at this point, right? I think. Well, not 14 years ago. Wait, 14 years ago? Oh, right. 14 years ago is when the king died. I'm sorry. Where did it say the date again? Didn't it say something? 109. There it is. 109 years. So Kureha would actually be probably about 20 or 21, right? Wow. Yeah, just a spry adult. She's like the only like human that would be actually alive. That's not like, again, not Emu or a holy knight or something immortal, crazy bull crap, but just a normal person. That's not a giant. That's not any crazy devil fruit, unless she somehow consumed one that we don't know of. She just she's just that old. But don't tell her I said that. So anyway, that's it. Looks like we've got young Dorian Broggy, which is the cutest thing I've ever seen, and of course, the prince as well. Wow, I didn't realize that. I mean, it makes sense that they are that old, but Dorian Broggy wow. Prince Harold of Egypt. The fuck am I saying Egypt for? I think I saw the letter E, and I was like, haha, E. And I said the first country that came to mind. Prince Harold of Elbaf lived out his rather unhinged childhood years alongside Dorian Broggy. And thanks to his innate size and strength, gifts from his ancient giant blood, as well as his noble status, he developed an inflated sense of self, and no one could stop him from growing into a royal pain. Everyone outside of Elbaf is so tiny and pitiful and boring. Don't you agree? And he flicks his... Oh my god. He flicked his booger. Which, I guess when you think about it, scaling-wise, that's like as big as a cannonball, bro. That's actually terrifying how big he actually is. And it like deletes that ship, or not ship, that sea creature over there. Of course, Your Majesty. You're exactly right. Probably agreeing with him out of fear. Bunt Kingdom in the New World. Come one, come all, marvel at the 10-meter woman. Feel the earth tremble as she walks. Cover your ears when she barks thunder. A rare... This is like some 19, like, fucking 30s shit. Cover your ears when she barks thunder. A rare giant from the exotic land of Elbaf. Feast your eyes on Ida. Ida? Huh. Huh. Your Academia. There's no other... There's not a second I, though, so it's okay. How'd they capture someone... How they... I guess the government and people can capture giants, if that's happened before. But this Ida has horns, so she must be very... Well, actually... Wait. Yeah, never mind. I think the horns don't matter, right? If I recall correctly. Because Harold has the ancient giant blood, and the horns are like, you know, they go up like this. But she has a different type of horns. I forgot if the different type of horns vary between, like, is she also ancient blood or not? Can't remember. It probably is, because no other normal giant like Dorian Broggy have horns, and they're not ancient giant like bloodline. So I am going to assume that this Ida is Harold's wife that he will rescue. But anyway, she's growling, and they're all like, "Ah, oh my God! Step away from the cage if you don't want to be hurt." Turning a giant into a sick sideshow? They've got some nerve. They thought that Elbaf was a joke. Well, who's laughing now? Yep, and they just decimated that whole area. Who are you? No need to thank me. I'm the king. Oh, I'm the king of Elbaf. I won't stand to see my homeland disrespected like that. And she just slapped the actual heck out of him. She went, oh, oh. What? Your Majesty, King Harold. And he is just like, oh, no, that face. That face. Turn the ship around. Girl? Am I... Girl? That outfit? Anyway. Look, I understand, Scopper Gaban. I get it. I understand. Giant woman. I get it. That's all I'm saying. Turn the ship around. What, did she like the humans? Was she like... I need to apologize. So many people were hurt back there. Huh? Are you insane? You care about that mini kingdom of tiny humans? He's ready to punch again, bro. Damn. Do I have to hit you again? King Harold? Or King Harold? They saved my life when I washed up on the shore and gave me a job to do. Yeah, well, they didn't actually just care. They were kind enough to help me make a living until I was fully healed. What do you mean, tiny humans? Just because you happen to be born huge and are coincidentally strong and brutish, you actually think that makes you better than humans? How can you be so arrogant? It's pathetic. This is why everyone thinks that all giants are barbaric and brutish as Elbaf. She's got a point there. But I don't think they actually cared about you because, you know, it's fucking humans and government stupidity. So, no. Just because I was born huge? And he's like watching. I love the expressions that Oda is drawing King Harold, like especially when he got slapped. Or it's just also she has a very unique design, like just her face, like her lips, like it's just a good design. And are these the people that? Yeah, these are the these are the people they turned around. So they actually do care about her. Oh, that's actually surprising. I thought it would be a situation where it's just the shitty government and people that just hate, or rather they see something, you know, and they're scared of it, and they do like this, you know, like, oh, what a freak, like, oh, what a abomination. But no, she's helping them. There's a clown there. The ringmaster guy and the girl that got hurt, they're all like, ah, hello. Like, what? Should we just set sail, King Harold? Harold? Why are you all just spacing out, huh? Go and help her, you ninnies. That town is as tiny as a model. It's easy work. Yes, Majesty. It would be. They're big enough for that. Well, I'm glad they got to forgive. Their method of construction is completely different from ours. She's like hugging one of the other dudes. We should tell everyone about it when we return to Elbaf. I want to bring home some of their spices. I've never tasted flavors like these before. Huh. Yeah. It may be tiny compared to you, but the flavors are great. They're bigger than what you'd ever think. Notice how hardy their fabric is? Like, come on. Come here. And yet it's so fine. These humans are more skilled than we realize. Talking to the king of the country. And there's like children like on Harold's arm, like screaming at him. And now they're having a good time. You see, you have to see things from their eye level, Harold. Nothing in the world is meant to be destroyed. Wow, did she really mellow him down? That's kind of awesome, actually. I was born on Samwanai Island in the South Blue. I mean, I guess it makes sense that a lot of, like, Elbaf is a place where all the giants live, but other giants will live in other places. Makes sense. After some twists and turns, my life paths brought me here. So you crossed the Serpent of Blood. You mean the Red Line? Well, yes, which is why I can't go back home. Oh. Well, then come to Elbaf. We're not as barbaric as you say. Oh, maybe I was mistaken about you too. Imagine that. Someone like her. Well, if she was born on Samwanai Island, then that island must not be made for giants then. Like somehow, like whoever gave birth to her was just on that island living with people. Because like the only place that actually suits giants is Elbaf as far as I'm concerned. So I wonder if she actually has experienced living in a place where everything is fit for her size and everyone else's size. I don't know. King Harold's changed. Yeah, it's creepy. I bet it won't last long. No, that's his wife, brother. Elbaf, 105 years ago. I wish to atone for all of my countless crimes. What's gotten into you, Harold? I wonder if this has something to do with eventually his death. Him changing like this. I may be out of the country more often than I'd wish, but it's to only join hands with our neighbors and ask them to teach us their culture. Oh, so was he... If we learn from the rest of the world, we can make our land and lives richer. Yeah, but Dory and Brogy are still raising hell out there. They are. And at some point, they get abandoned very soon, I think, on Little Garden, right? They've been weren't they fighting for like 100 years? So this is almost correct to that timeline. Was it 100 years? I can't remember. It's been too long since I read Little Garden. But it was a long time that they would constantly battle. Because they were stuck there. They are good friends of mine, but they have always been eccentric. They're cordial with humankind and follow a code of honor. That's true. That is actually... Oh, he even said that's true. That's true. It doesn't hurt that they can fight, of course, but if they pose too much of a threat to other nations, we may have to rein them in. Oh, don't you worry. They're going to be stuck on an island for God knows how long, so you'll never find them. Huh. Zababa, what a turnout. Boja-cha-cha. Meeting new people took him on a journey. Harold, no, Elbaf is blessed with good luck. Indeed. For example, by sending diplomats back and forth, we can help deepen the ties and friendship between nations. Yes, I see. So we're each taking hostages then. Don't say it like that. It means that countries can't get to be friends unless the people in them are connected somehow. Now, 81 years ago, Fisherman Village, Eastern Elbaf. Not Fishman Village, but a fisherman village. The baby's been born. Congratulations, Harold and Ida. This is Loki. Thank you all now, and now Ida and I can... No, you are forbidden from marrying her. What? The royal line must remain pure of blood. What? Oh. I'm sorry, Ida. It galls me that it must come to this. This is just how the culture works. You can't get emotional. Oh, that's her saying that. It's just how the culture works. You can't get emotional and fight against it. You're always welcome in our village, Ida. Wait, so they bang, and they have Loki. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not Loki. That's Hadruden. Oh, this makes more sense now since they had different mothers. Right. That detail escaped my mind for a second there. Yeah, of course. So Hadruden's mother is Ida, and I guess he married, or he doesn't, well, no, I guess he would have to marry. He marries someone who is pure of blood with the ancient, giant blood, right? Oh, that's fucked. Because they had a good relationship. Oh shit. As long as you live in the same country as Daddy, you'll be happy, right, Hadruden? Ah, haha, Hadruden. Well, it's the birth of Hadruden 81 years ago. Oh my. Okay, this person. Oh my. Okay, Elbaf, Brewer's Village, prestigious daughter, Estrid. So it's really just royal shit. Not like she's not ancient blood, but she's just a royal. So that makes sense. This is your true betrothed, Harold. Estrid's blood is pure and ancient. Oh, it is ancient. She just doesn't have the horns, I guess. Maybe the women don't have horns? No, that's not true, because the girl, one of the 10 children, have horns as well. So I don't know. Okay, I don't know. She is the one worthy of being our queen. Well, she looks evil, but maybe that's just, me looking at her eyebrows and her smile, because her eyebrows have that, like, kind of evilness to them, but I won't judge too much. I was born in the Brewer's Village to the north, and I studied geomancy. Also, the silhouettes of these, like, dudes saying, like, oh, yes, no, this is like the council of, like, old men. They're like, it must be tradition. These have got to be the guys that, like, ordered him to die later, Harold. It is my fate to love you for the rest of my life. Forget all about that woman and child to the east. Damn, already saying like, forget about that bitch. No, Good heavens, the spirit is escaping to the east. Your good luck is getting away. We must close those windows at once. This bitch is bad. Not like in the good way. Like evil. She's like, nope, everything must be... No, fuck that. And that mirror, it's in the 5-star kill position. Destroy it at once. Oh, she's changing everything. What the hell is that thing? This is Asla, the horse of good fortune. It has like black candles on it. What the fuck am I looking at? What the hell? Oh my god, it has so many legs. What the hell is this? It's a gift from my clan. The perfect mount for you, King Harold. I have no doubt that this horse will bring you great luck. It's enormous. Why does it have 8 legs? Guards, bring all the jewels and gold in the treasury to my chambers. This is to ensure that the fortunes of wind and earth are sent in His Majesty's direction. Also inform the scullery maids that from this day forward, the king and I will be using the fine silver to eat all of our meals. Is she just after luxury? Yeah, probably. Like gold digger, kind of thing. I mean, sure, she's already noble, but she's like She's like, you know, looking at her hair and like her outfit, it just she gives me evil Meg vibes, Megara from Hercules, but it's like the evil Meg. That's just like a glance image of her right here. This panel, it's like evil Meg. Is that just me? I don't know. Well, about 70 years ago, in an era where the rigors of the sea made it difficult to maintain trade between islands, Elbaf's skill at navigation was the envy of other nations. He's just holding that ship. There's a star to the north that never moves called the Pole Star. Ooh, ah. You said you met a mermaid, King Harold. Yes, I have at last. Fishmen too. In the kingdom where those with fish blood live, their king has a newborn heir named Neptune. Oh shit. Wait, Neptune's that old? Neptune was born 70 years ago? I thought Neptune was younger than that. Wow. I didn't know that. I thought he was only... Okay. All the creatures of the sea, not just the mermaids and the fishmen, were engaged in a grand celebration that spanned the sea floor. Ooh. In Auror's castle, 63 years ago, while Harold was away from home. Congratulations, my queen. It's a very healthy boy. His name is Loki. The king and I decided it. Is that true? You think the king helped in the name? I don't know. Now show me my baby. Oh shit. Dude, his eyes, dude. And even she's terrified. Oh, what? Ah, it's terrifying. Imagine giving birth, seeing this child, and then flinging yourself out of your chair just after giving birth. Your Majesty, it's horrid. What is that thing? That is no son of mine. Please, Your Majesty, try to remain calm. Why? Yeah, we've never seen Loki's eyes. His eyes have always been covered. So, what does this mean? You know? What fascinating eyes. But what does it mean? Tell the kingdom that it was stillborn. Yeah, she evil. She already rejects her child, even though he has those eyes. He's just a baby. You can't be serious. And it just goes, ah. It is accursed. Just look at that baby. It's a monster. The Prince of Elbaf grasped for the empty air, but no hands reached out to envelop his own, already crying. Stop, Your Majesty. He's the royal heir. Wow. And Harold wasn't even there to... Like, Harold would have appreciated him. The most unfortunate of all living creatures is the one whose very existence is denied by its mother in the moment of its birth. That's screwed up. Do you hear me? I bore no child. Do not tell a soul about this. But what are you planning to do? I'm going back home. I never want to bear another child. God, she's just gonna leave? Your Majesty, head guardsman. Down in the underworld. What happened in the underworld? What about the underworld? Oh, dude. I just understood it. Because in this panel, she straight up tossed him down, denied by its mother in the moment of birth, throws Loki into the underworld. She's angry, mad. She will never bear a child again. And the fucking guard that comes in is like, Your Majesty. He's climbing up. Holy shit. Dude, it's like when Luffy was climbing up the wall in Drum Island, bro. But this motherfucker is doing it as a fucking newborn baby. Hope, dude, what? This is such a this is an iconic panel, dude. That is raw as hell. With tears in its eyes, just climbing up, trying to get back to its mom so it can be loved. Oh my god. Did Loki do this? Did Loki do this? As a newborn baby? Not even what, like a day old? And Loki just killed this giant bear and other animal and then climbed the goddamn tree to get back up? All before he was even a day old. Queen Estrid fell ill. Okay. Did he never know that she did this? Get rid of the child. There was a prophecy before it was even born. What the fuck do you mean, the prophecy? The prophecy said that the King Harold would one day be killed by his own son. What, did she just make that shit up and then eventually when he was killed, it would... They make that true? And while Harold was busy banging his head against the problem of national relations, the world government has stepped in to block our path again. Why can't countries be free to decide for themselves? It's been like that for 800 years, brother. I can't. Ida, hey, can I see the baby too? He's your brother. He's not your son, so he's not my brother. Aw, you're even sweet like that. Oh, that's so cute. I hope Ida's still alive. Probably not. Knowing backstories in One Piece, all of the misfortunes that would fall upon Elbaf would be known as Loki's curse. And eventually, I guess it leads up to... You know, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe, for some reason, this panel alone, if you've read Hero Academia, you would know. But this is giving me, like, Hero Academia vibes. Specifically, like, All for One shit. Like, the way it's just, like, so raw and drawn like this. Like, that's just what it gives me. You know the shit with All for One? My manga readers? Nah, that's some, like, that's just some All for One shit right there, man. That's crazy. That is wild. Okay. Dude, Loki, not even a day old, climbing up, killing 2 beasts, and then climbing up the tree. Oh my god, dude. No other character. There is literally no other character that has done any feat like this as a actual newborn child. Loki holds the record for doing this in the entire One Piece ever. He did this shit when he wasn't even a day old. Crazy. Crazy. So that's it's just wild, man. So great chapter. The birth of Loki was crazier than I ever would have thought. And all because he has those eyes and she was terrified of those eyes. But what does that truly mean? You know? I know Loki's very important. Now we know why his eyes were covered, but why are his eyes like that? Is it a thing where it's like, whoa. It seems that my monitor has, oh, there we go. It's back. Okay. Is it a case of like just like Poseidon where like every whatever much years, you know, this is born. Is that the case with Loki? He's like a very special case too. Not like an ancient weapon type deal, but like something just as crazy. This is why Loki is so important. I don't know, but dude, this panel goes crazy, man. It's insane. Just marveling at how Oda just drew this shit, man. It's crazy. So I guess with that, I'll see you on the next one, since I don't think I've got much else input. Just great chapter of her mellowing King Harold out, mellowing him down from his craziness. And she's genuinely a good person, and I hope she's still alive, but she probably might not be. This queen is definitely probably dead because she fell ill. I wonder if the horse has any significance later, because that's something to behold. They must have killed the king and blamed it on Loki. That's why. Like, at some point, they follow the queen's orders more than the king, I guess, somehow. I don't know. So, thanks again. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.